Hello guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jenwa Kush. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. I hope you've subscribed. If you're new here and you like the content, please subscribe. Today I want to talk about journaling. I have my notebook with me with a few talking points just to guide me. I started journaling in 2021, towards the end of 2021. I had heard about it for a long time, but I had not started. Uh, when we were younger, it was mostly being referred to as writing a diary, and it was risky because then people will come around it and read it, and now your privacy is breached. So I had not quite thought about it that much. Also, I didn't know what I would write, like sitting down with a notebook to write things. There's a day that I was going through a minimal breakup. It was not even a breakup, tuseme to a disappointment, and I needed an outlet, so I wrote the things that I was feeling on a piece of paper and then I tore it, and that felt so good, but that was years ago. So I noted how I felt in that moment. I didn't have a negative no feeling towards journaling. It's just that I was not ready to get started on that journey. I think it's like working out, something you think about, something you hear people talking about. They talk about it in a way that it appears to be a good thing, to be helpful, and to be fundamental in self development. But if you're not ready for it individually, then you're not just there yet. And that was the case for me. I wasn't there yet. I wasn't ready to start. In 2021, I decided I would start beginning of 2022, but how I am with my goals nowadays is I like to start the moment I think about it. Let's say it's on a Wednesday and I'm thinking, well, I'll start doing something new next week. No, because then it builds a lot of anxiety around it, like me waiting for Monday so that I can begin on the thing. I want to start on that Wednesday, do it badly, try again on Thursday. Then by the time Monday is coming, I know what I'm supposed to do. So I decided, let me just not wait for 2022. I'll start now. I think it was around November or December. When I started, I was journaling daily. What? I don't know where I was getting the time and energy from every day, but it was nice because it helped me build discipline to it. Before I started, I was worried about privacy. I This is my first notebook and it got full. So I'm on my second book. I hide them, obviously. I worry about privacy, and someone might have snooped around and come around one of the books, but if they came around anything that might hurt them, hiyo ni shida yake juu sasa mi nitadu. Like, I'm writing, expressing myself, and it's private for me. Like, so if you decide that you're not going to read it and you find something that triggers you in there, that's your problem. Or something that you might think to judge me by, I don't want to know what you saw, but that's your problem. Also, it's wrong. I know it's tempting if you come across someone's journal, you just want to read and say what they write on it, but it's wrong to snoop and read someone's intimate thoughts like that. I was super angry, but it is what it is. I started by journaling daily. Then I got to a point where I was journaling, I think, on the days when I felt overwhelmed with emotions. But then I put a system to it. Nowadays I journal once in a week, mostly on Sundays. If I'm not able to do it on Sunday, then I'll catch up with it on Monday or Tuesday. And any other day that I'm feeling overwhelmed, I'll just journal. So I don't actually limit myself to just Sundays. I don't have any structure around it. I just open the next page, write the date, and then go ahead to write how I'm feeling or what I've experienced during that day or that week. Sometimes I go to 2 pages or 3 pages. Sometimes I struggle to even fill a page. It depends on the day, but I make a point of just writing. Sometimes when I'm half, I'm like, I don't feel like doing this, but I just force myself to do it. I've Googled a few benefits of journaling, and one is self reflection. So when I'm writing, I'm able to think about what I'm feeling in that moment, what I felt during that week, what might have caused it, and how to deal with that feeling going forward. It's a release for me sometimes when I'm having so much thoughts. I just want to write down. Sometimes it's not even stress, it's just ideas. Like I have so many ideas around something, and writing them down helps. Brainstorming. I think, okay, when I journal, I'm not usually journaling to brainstorm. I just journal as an outlet. But I think with brainstorming, you're trying to solve a particular problem. So writing down your thought process sort of helps you process. Goal setting. Sometimes when I journal, I set goals, but not to refer back to them because I won't even know on what page I wrote that. But in that particular moment, I'm able to think how I want the future to look like, which will be different from how I feel in the current moment. Creativity, you get new ideas when you're journaling. Also, when I am writing, sometimes I get super creative. When I was going to therapy, my therapist would give me assignments like go write a letter to someone who I'm beefing with in my head, and then she will have me read out the letter to her, and they were super entertaining. The word flow, where I even had hizo za poems zinaitwaje? I will even rhyme words. It helps with memory because by the time you're writing, you're forced to remember certain details that if you had not gone back to that moment, you'll probably have forgotten. And also, when you write, then it's a record. If you refer to it in the future, you're able to remember things that happened, which might be a good thing or a bad thing depending on what you're reading. Also, on the same point, it will help you track progress because when you read entries from previous years, you're able to see how much you've grown, how much things have changed. It's a form of self-care, definitely, because when you're journaling, then you're switching everything else off. It's just you and your thoughts. It's an outlet. Yeah, I can see how that can be self-care. It helps with gratitude. As much as I freestyle while I'm journaling, okay, when I come to the end of an entry, I usually have a segment where I write what I'm grateful for and what I am proud of myself for. And you say in that moment, I am able to reflect on something that I am grateful for instead of focusing on everything that is going wrong. Then I'm forced to remember that there are also things that are going right in my life. For this episode, I'm going to read maybe an entry or two on my journal from I think 2021 when I started journaling. If there are details that I don't need to expose myself on, then I'm going to cut them out. I'm reading to show flow of my entries, not to expose myself. Actually, I did a stock take for 2021. I had topics to the stock take. It was career, financial, family, self, health, relationships, friendship, business, and 2021 in a nutshell. Maybe I can read that. Career. I was hoping to get a job this year, more of a permanent position with structure. Unfortunately, that has not been forthcoming. I'm, however, grateful for a job that keeps me occupied and hopeful and financially afloat. I am lacking structure and growth. I want more. I've decided to focus on what is in my control. I will continue to send out job applications without giving up. You never win a lottery without buying a ticket. In 2022, I will do accounting softwares to boost my skills. My proudest moment has been getting done with CPA. I am a CPA finalist and I am proud. I intend to send out applications for entry-level jobs and internships, not advertised. Najituma, I need these doors to open. Financial. I've always considered myself a financially disciplined person. Broke has not been my portion. In 2021, I am glad I have established structures to my savings and investments. Emergency fund check, investment in MMF check. I am proud. I get most joy from traveling, which I've been able to do this year and fund my next year travels. I've also been able to give. I wouldn't consider myself a money hoarder, but I'm definitely prudent with my spending. Same spirit in 2022 as I achieve my 2022 financial goals. Family. My sister and I are sort of friends. We watch and laugh together sometimes. I like it. She's mostly in school, so it feels fleeting. My mom and I have our moments, but we mostly just keep to ourselves. We are peaceful, but we can do better. Make more memories like Amboseli and have more fun. Self. I absolutely believe in self-development. I've been consuming content on the same this year. I am not perfect and no one is. I am learning to extend grace, patience, kindness, and understanding to myself as well as to others. This year I have struggled with my mistakes, especially at the office. Mistakes are normal and human is to error. We try and learn and do better. My mental health has been a roller coaster this year. From being unhappy in a relationship to ending it, starting another one, and ending it to overthinking about my future. I have mostly had sad days this year. I believe I'm in my years of transition, and this is the shift that I am experiencing. I intend to start therapy to help process my thoughts. I am also taking each day at a time and focusing on what is within my control. My daily to-do list has also been super helpful. Health. My health has, at this point, it sounds like a eulogy. Hey, my health has been pretty good in 2021. Most meds I have taken have been painkillers for cramps. My periods have been quite irregular, especially after the COVID vaccines. I fear I might have cavities and I need my teeth cleaned and advice on whether I need filling. I am now seeing the need for annual health checkups. I have been on specs the entire year for both anti-glare and myopia corrective. In 2022, I go for eye checkup and change frames. My skin has been at its best. I have tried to be fit and active this year by going on hikes and walking to and in town. 10,000 steps has been my daily goal. I have not achieved it on a daily, but the steps have definitely counted. In 2022, I intend to eat healthy, purpose to stay active, hydrate, and take necessary checkups. Relationships. Hey, these things are complicated, Bana. You think you know, kumbe you don't. I started the year in one, ended it, got into another, and ended it before the year ended. Vitu zinaend tu huku. I know what I want. What I don't know is whether it is too much to ask for. Am I seeking perfection? Must you settle? I need to seek therapy to have all these questions answered. In 2022, I'm taking a man detox. Did I? I need to date nikiwa sober minded without the cloud of my former relationships hovering over me. I need presence and I need to be present. I want fun and friendship. I want a forever partner with whom we are friends rather than feel as if I'm in an institution. They are complicated. Friendship. I can finally name the people that I consider my friends. It feels good to be able to do so. They are people that we vibe, share common interests, and enjoy each other's company. I've had more fun doing things and going to places this year with them. I want to use my friendship gut as a lead in searching for a partner when I finally get to searching. I want my partner to be my friend too. I'm going to be more intentional with these friendships, showing up for them, hanging out with them just because, communicating with them, celebrating wins, gifting, and having each other. What did I mean? I think I am able to differentiate my friends and my acquaintances. Hello, friends. I went ahead to name them. Acha nione ka hii list bado ime-maintain. I don't know if it will read the same still. The last two are a bit of a struggle in fitting into my life trajectory, but I love them nevertheless, carefully lakini. The last two on the list that I had written are friends. Someone on that list is currently expectant. I want to be there for her as much as I can. Oh, such a good friend. Business. My two businesses this year have been selling t-shirts, both thrifted and new, and selling spices. The t-shirts business, especially the new ones, is on a tangent, but the margins will remain. The prices keep going up, thus eating into the margins. I have mostly been selling on Instagram. I am currently at 750 followers. In 2022, we get to 1,000 plus. I want it to be my passive income, to run even when I'm not around. I need to make more content, especially reels, and post more interactive stuff. I am happy that I have managed to be consistent and I have not given up. My spices business is, however, struggling. I need to find a way to push it. An idea to do travel consults came to me recently. It sounds good and I am challenging at the same time. I intend to explore that. I will extend myself grace considering I am new. I love that it stems from my love for traveling. I have a thing for business. I really hope it all works out in the end. I had so much insight into myself. 2021 in a nutshell. I have mostly had sad days in 2021. Even when I have been happy, I have felt a sadness looming inside of me. I hope this passes, that I am genuinely happy. I have thought and thought this year about my career, my future, settling down, finding fulfillment in life, getting to do something that I actually love. I hope it all makes sense in the end. Most of us mid 20s are going through it. I acknowledge that it is a phase of life. I am glad that I have enjoyed all the little moments there have been for me to enjoy. I find joy in the smallest and simplest of things, and I love that. I hope 2022 is lighter and clearer and things make more sense. However, it shows up, I show up every day and make more steps towards what this life has in store for me. Happy 2022! See, journaling is beautiful. Like, this feels so good reading this out loud. I actually go back to my previous entries just to see where I was at in life. I wish I started doing this earlier for sure. Now what I worry about is uh I started end of 2021 and we are in 2023. So let's say I've done it for 2 years now and I'm into book two. So that's like a notebook every year. 15 years down the line, and now I have 15 books. Where will I hide 15 books though? So box ya chuma and a key so that I can lock them. I don't know, we'll figure that out into the future. But for now, it's a good release for me. It feels like self-care. I love going back to read my previous entries. If you've been thinking about journaling, just do it. If the issue is privacy, I don't know. Maybe you can do that on your phone. It doesn't have to be a physical copy. You can write the notes on your phone. Ama you can just write down then burn the paper as long as umepata your release in that moment. Share with me in the comment section whether you journal and how it is like for you. If you don't, how do you release emotions and thoughts when you're feeling overwhelmed. I'm tempted to read another entry, but I'm worried neza patana na something intense. Let's see. I'm really stressed. Like, I can't skim through to know what page to read from, and if I pick randomly, it might be too exposing. Okay, let me do it randomly. But I'm doing towards the first pages. Faraway memories. Okay, this was just a vision board. No. This is not that bad. It was a therapy assignment. I had been told to write my deal breakers for a relationship and the things that I am afraid of concerning a relationship. My deal breakers at the moment were disrespectful, unkind, stroke mean, dishonest, lack of connection, not clearly single, shorter than me. Hey, how short can you be? Broke, lazy, and unmotivated. What I was afraid of around relationships. Getting bored and wanting or being an getting bored or wanting out or being unable to get out as easily and being miserable due to the boredom. Becoming pushy to get what I want and as a result pushing him away. Another one, not reciprocating the affection given or to an extent considering it too much. Another entry, wondering if he was the best there was for me, whether or not I settled. Next, him becoming occupied with work and getting comfortable in the relationship. This will make me feel not seen and not appreciated. Next, my emotions shutting down, me becoming indifferent. Another one, my sex life becoming a big bore. What if he never learns me? What if it never gets better? Next, seeing as if going out on my way to make his life better is too much work. I know I can work around this by considering how good I feel when he goes out of his way to make my life better. Another one, that his niceness might make me look toxic. How do I know that I truly love him and want to spend a lot of the rest of my life with him? Last one, ending up wasting time on the wrong person. I have been in relationships which have lasted more than 2 years. I am afraid of pouring another 2 years or more. These things are complicated. And I was going through it. That's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Share with me your experience with journaling in the comment section. How do you do it? How often? And if you have not gotten into it, why not? Thank you. Bye.